A local community mourns the drowning death of a 4-year-old child over the weekend.
Several local events are planned for this week across East Alabama, and a new concert series has just been announced.
We do have a little bit of a break from the heat coming up for the next couple of days. Just a little bit. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame welcomed 6 new inductees this past weekend. We have the recap as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
A 4-year-old Ranburne boy was found dead Sunday afternoon in a swimming pool after being reported missing from his home. Ranburne police said they received the call around 6 p.m. that the child, DJ Gerald, was missing from the backyard of his home on Highway 46. Several area agencies responded to that call for assistance in the search, which ended when the child was found in the swimming pool. Police have asked for prayers for the family, and they said that no further information will be released at this time.
An overturned 18-wheeler on I-20 westbound in Cleburne County this morning caused traffic headaches in downtown Heflin for several hours. Police had few details on the accident, but said it occurred between Heflin and Abernathy community, and it caused a long traffic backup on the interstate. Officers were called in to help with the heavy volume of cars who turned off the interstate and went through Heflin as a detour.
Downtown Anniston's newest outdoor music series, Downtown After Dark, will hit the stage on Noble Street Park starting next week. Those shows will be presented every second and fourth Friday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Many of the restaurants and businesses in the downtown Arts and Entertainment District will remain open during the concerts, so those in attendance will be able to buy drinks and take them into the park. Attendees are invited to bring their own chairs and blankets. 7 shows have been planned, running from June the 28th through September 27th.
Things may get noisy in Calhoun County as military exercises are planned for the Anniston Army Depot. A noise alert issued today will remain in effect through tomorrow, according to depot officials. They say the Anniston Munitions Center demo range at the depot will be the site for these training sessions, and the public may hear sounds that could impact the surrounding community.
When we come back, local public safety officers played a game of tech flag football this weekend to help out people in need.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waltrip Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Jacksonville Police and Fire Departments took to Burgess Snow Field at Jacksonville State University Stadium Saturday morning for a friendly charity flag football game. Police Chief Marcus Wood told the Calhoun Journal that both teams enjoyed the fellowship and were happy to play the game for a good cause. The final score was 46-0 in favor of the Jacksonville Fire Department. But the real winner was the Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center, who received the proceeds from the game. The center is dedicated to assisting community members in need.
Gardeners looking for plants ranging from Brazilian plumes to red fire spikes to imperial taro elephant ears will be able to find those and many other this week at the Longleaf Botanical Gardens annual plant sale. That sale takes place Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the garden's greenhouses and nursery. As part of the third Thursday event, the plant sale offers a diverse selection of plants to enhance gardens and landscapes. Visitors can choose from a variety of trees, shrubs, native plants, tropicals, and more, all aimed at supporting the growth and beauty of the Longleaf Botanical Gardens. A complimentary tomato plant will be included with every plant purchase. To find the greenhouses and nurseries, just drive up Museum Drive, past the Anniston Museum of Natural History and the Burma Museum, then turn left at the Monarch Butterfly.
When we return, a program to enlighten craft workers has been planned for tomorrow.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The Jacksonville Library is offering a crafting event called Light Up Your Life Backyard Luminary. That's tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. This free event is designed for adults aged 15 and above to create their own backyard luminaries using mason jars and designer paper napkins. All necessary supplies will be provided for participants who want to add a personalized touch to their outdoor spaces. Registration is recommended to secure a spot and guarantee availability of materials. The library can be reached at 256-435-6332.
Nothing says summertime in the South like all those lights in people's backyards and gardens and places like that.
If you can stand to be in the backyard because it's so hot, maybe you could just enjoy the luminaries from the air conditioning.
But today, that's a possibility. But today, the humidity seemed a little bit better. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't know.
Well, let's check. John Holder joins us in the EAN Weather Center to tell us about the weather. John?
Mike and Katie, heat and humidity rolls on across East Alabama for the foreseeable future. We'll have the complete hot forecast coming up.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Temperatures again today across East Alabama, soaring all across the region, well above normal for this time of year. 94 for the high this afternoon. Another very warm morning this morning, 73 degrees. We were very close to a record high temperature once again. The record high for today, 97, just 3 degrees away from that. The record low at 52. Sun setting now at 7:56 and the sun rising tomorrow at 5:33. Weather on your street on a Monday night. Let's go out to Dennis Street in Jacksonville on the south end of town. 72 for the low tonight. Mostly cloudy skies. Don't worry, there's not any rain or precipitation of any kind with these clouds. Just a overcast sky for most of the evening tonight and very mild. Again, the low in the low 70s. Coming up tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, but temperatures are going to be receding a little bit. Not much, but a few degrees. On Knuckles Street in East Gadsden, we're looking at about 91 tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. We'll take 91 over 94 or 96 or 97 any day of the week, so a little bit more pleasant tomorrow out there across East Alabama. And for the rest of the work week coming up, on Stillwater Road in the Golden Springs area of Anniston, it's going to continue dry and hot with temperatures mainly in the 90s for the rest of the work week. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. Look at those 90s. Again, no extremes coming up, but 91 on Tuesday, 91 again on Wednesday, 92 on Thursday, 95 on Friday. Again, it looks like we're going to see the temperatures back off a little bit this week, but by the weekend, we're going right back to where we were last weekend with temperatures in the mid-90s, 95 on Friday and Saturday. We don't really see a chance of rain until Sunday. Even then, only a 20% chance of rain, 93 for the high. We stay in the 90s a week from today. Nighttime lows right there in the upper 60s and low 70s, mainly low 70s all across East Alabama. And folks, so we'll just tell you, we're going to talk about not only the heat and the humidity, but we're going to talk about the UV index. This is the UV index for Anniston, Alabama today. 11. Let me back off and show you that is in the extreme category. And again, they recommend, the folks with the EPA and folks like that recommend that when you are at 11 or above, that you basically stay out of the sunshine if at all possible without being covered up between 10 a.m. in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We don't think this number is going to change a whole lot for the foreseeable future. So not only heat and humidity, but the sunshine is dangerous as well. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for your Tuesday Day at a Glance, and I'll be right back here tomorrow night as we continue fine-tuning the forecast for the rest of the work week across East Alabama on EAN Local News. Coming up next in sports, Namath Pitts has returned. He's back, and he is going to take you back to this week's Calhoun County Hall of Fame induction ceremonies on Saturday night. Namath?
Thanks, John. And thank you, by the way, John, for filling in for me last week. Feels great to be back in the newsroom tonight. Speaking of news, well, we certainly had a big event this past weekend. The Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame took place at the Oxford Civic Center. And you see some video from the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame right here. We welcomed in 6 new inductees this past Saturday, so families, friends, and others joined together at the Oxford Civic Center as they again welcomed 6 new inductees. All 6 inductees left a legacy in many different ways, whether it was a successful high school career that led to the opportunity to play sports at the next level, or it was coming back home to leave an impact as a coach. The 6 inductees were all recognized and presented with a plaque and a medal. Now let's take a closer look at the new inductees in the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame. Let's start with Schuessler Ware. He graduated from Anniston High School in 1974, came back to Anniston in 1997 to lead the Anniston Bulldogs basketball program. In 19 seasons, they had remarkable success under his leadership. The team won the AHSAA Northeast Regional Tournament 5 times and secured 2 state championships under Ware. The Bulldogs won the Class 5A state title in 2002, and they won the 4A state title in 2009. In 2011, Schuessler Ware's team was the state runner-up in Class 4A. Anniston also won the Northeast Regional titles in 1998 and 2010, but were eliminated in the semifinals. Schuessler Ware won 421 games as the head coach at Anniston. That's 421 wins. He holds the most wins by a basketball coach in Anniston High School history. The second inductee from this past weekend was Quentin Caver, who was a standout linebacker and basketball player for Anniston. Caver led the Bulldogs in tackles his junior year, which was back in 1994. He had 51 solo tackles, 47 assisted tackles, 3 quarterback sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. By the way, Anniston won the AHSA Class 6A state championship. Caver was named a first-team All-Calhoun County player in both in Class 4A through 6A in both his junior and senior years. Caver then accepted a scholarship where he played college football at Arkansas. Houston Nutt took over in 1998. He moved Caver to linebacker. Caver started all 12 games his junior year, had great stats. His best game came against Tennessee, where he had 11 stops. He then went on to be drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. The third inductee in the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame for this year, was Aaron Kelly. Everybody remembers Aaron Kelly. He was as good as it gets with a basketball in his hands. He was a 3-year starter for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. He scored 1,520 points during his high school career. His incredible high school career earned him a scholarship from Jacksonville State. He went on to play for the Gamecocks. He was a 4-year letterman. He was a 3-year starter, and he won the team's most valuable defensive player for 3 seasons. He was a team captain. He surpassed 1,000 career points, and now Kelly is currently one of the best basketball officials in the state of Alabama. The fourth inductee was Daphne Mobley, who excelled in both volleyball and basketball at Donahoe. In volleyball, she and her teammates upheld Donahoe's tradition of success. In basketball, they transformed a team that had only had 2 winless seasons, and they went from that to winning the Calhoun County Tournament, the Northeast Regional Tournament, and making their first appearance in the Final Four in Class 1A. Mobley was a 4-year starter at setter in volleyball. During her sophomore year in 1992, she helped lead Donahoe to the state finals where they fell to Bayside Academy. In her junior year, Bayside Academy actually defeated them again in the championship game. However, when she was a senior in 1994, Mobley led the Falcons to victory over Bayside and brought home a state championship. She was named to the 1A state tournament all-tournament team in each of her final 3 seasons. After graduating from Donahoe, Mobley found a volleyball home at LaGrange College. She immediately became the Panthers setter and started all 4 years at LaGrange. The 5th inductee of the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame was George Hablazel. He is a native of Calhoun County and a 1965 graduate of Anniston High School. George dedicated his adult life to helping other people, whether it was teachers, players, athletes, students. He turned them into great adults. He spent 25 seasons coaching in Alabama, all as a head coach. And he spent another 25 seasons coaching in Georgia, including 11 as a head coach. Hablazel was particularly skilled at revitalizing what was a struggling football program. Well, in Alabama, his teams achieved a record of 171 wins and 102 losses, while in Georgia, his teams went 53-63. But George's longest and most successful tenure was at Piedmont. Before he joined the school in 1982, Piedmont had not had a winning season since 1974. Over 13 seasons, he led Piedmont to 105 wins. The Bulldogs had never reached the football playoffs before his arrival, but made it 9 times under his leadership, winning the area championship 8 times and finishing as runner-ups once. In Calhoun County, Hablazel was named Football Coach of the Year 7 times by his peers and Baseball Coach of the Year once. Overall, he received Coach of the Year 11 times. He coached 11 area or region champion teams, saw 23 of his football players named to first team, second team, or honorable mention. And the final inductee was Jimmy Dew. Dew graduated from Piedmont Bethune's High School in 1954. His talent as a basketball player at Bethune caught the eye of Alabama State college basketball coach at the time, C. Johnson Dunn. Dew would then go on to play at Alabama State and quickly secured a spot in the Hornets starting lineup where he remained for 4 seasons. In April of 1958, the NBA draft came calling, and Dew was one of 3 players that was drafted by Detroit Pistons coach Red Rocha. Dew later joined the surging hot Harlem Magicians and toured with them again in 1962 and 1963. Injuries and a desire for a stable home life led him to leave professional basketball. He returned to Piedmont to teach and coach basketball at Bethune High School. When Bethune closed and merged with Piedmont High School, Dew became an assistant basketball coach at Piedmont for 2 years. He and his family then moved to Toledo, Ohio, where he began a career as a school administrator. And that's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today.
We especially want to thank the loyal viewers in our Ultimate Summer Giveaway, which continues through the end of June. We now have the top engagers over the weekend. They're Mike Sandifer, Teresa Towns, Whitney Aaron Welch, Roger Baker, Cheryl Greenwood Henniger, Caleb Shaw, and Karen Langley. You're all in the running for the giveaway, which will be held on our local sports show. That's The Locker Room on July 1st.
And we've said this before, but it really is still anyone's prize. So we need you guys to continue engaging, liking, and commenting on our news and sports content. And also, like our East Alabama Now page and all of our giveaway sponsors pages as well, so you don't miss anything.
Now we're going to continue to call out our top fans who engage every day until the end of June. You can be entered into this contest more than once, so just keep engaging on our posts and our content for the ultimate summer giveaway from all local businesses.
Yep, and along with the giveaway, you can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal and Newsbreak. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Tuesday for more news on your schedule.